Company of Heroes 3 is the long-awaited sequel in the much-revered real-time strategy series. Does it hold up? Let's find out. The developer Relic has been one of my favorite developers when it comes to real-time strategy games. They made the Company of Heroes franchise and obviously also the Dawn of War series. Very highly revered games in the RTS space, but to let the cat out of the bag, something changed. They fumbled Dawn of War 3 really hard, and now they somewhat fumbled Company of Heroes 3 too. So let's see what went wrong and let's talk about it.
Dear Maggie, it's been a while, I know.
It indeed has been a while. Company of Heroes 2 has been released a decade ago, so 2013. And here we are with the sequel. Company of Heroes 3 explores the Italy and North African campaign, something the franchise has not explored before. So here we are. I started with the Italy campaign. Are Joe Conti, or you are Joe Conti, a American corporal. And basically what you do is you try to retake Italy. You land in Sicily and then go on to the mainland from there. Story-wise, game doesn't really do all that much. I mean, the franchise has never been known for some gripping storytelling. It fits the bill nicely and what they want to set up here. So it's a nice background noise, I would say, but nothing also to write home about. I personally enjoyed my time with the Italy campaign. I didn't play the North Africa campaigns. My love for Italy just made me click Italy, so I'm sorry about that. Let's move on to the gameplay and see what's up there.
Nearly time to leave, so I'd better go find somewhere to sit.
You better stop moving and sit down, as you actually wanted to say, because what I have to say is not very nice. Well, it is kinda nice, but let's put it that way. Company of Heroes has barely changed from the core gameplay that it was 10 years ago. Is this a good thing? Yes and no. And I feel like this is also where Relic dropped the ball, because the expectations going into this game were very high since we had to wait for a sequel that long. If you are okay with essentially replaying Companies of Hero 2 just with a different set dressing, then by all means go for the game. I won't hold you, but there's other people who expected more. I also read a lot of people complaining about bugs. In my playtime, I haven't encountered any game-breaking bugs whatsoever, but I feel like that there has been something to it. I can't complain about the performance. The game ran very well on my rig. I have an AMD Ryzen 7, 32 gigs of RAM, and I have a NVIDIA GeForce 2070 Super. So I have somewhat of a mid-range rig, but I could play the game fine on 1080p. So there is that. I didn't experience like anything really that threw me off. However, the enemy AI in this game is absolute freaking shit. I can swear now again on YouTube, yeah? So this is fine. But the enemy AI is terrible. And I'm gonna show you in this little clip next why.
Engineers taking losses here! Get that son of a bitch! Get to it, now!
Du Hans, damit schießt schon wieder auf unsere Mechaniker. Ja, kannst nichts machen, gell? To emphasize this, they were just standing there while I was shooting at their mechanics. They didn't react until I actually directly shot at them. And as you can see, they more or less run around like headless chickens to, like, I don't know, it's kind of weird, you know? It's a bit of a thing in this game, and I'm not the biggest fan, I guess. It's one of the single worst qualities the game has. That the AI is really trash.
Looks like the Germans object to us shooting at them. They're bringing...
Another thing I'm not too fond of when it comes to the game are the horrendous loading times.
I hope he knows what he's doing.
Well, I'm personally not so sure if Relic knew what they were doing, or if they did anything at all. They probably did. I'm just trying to be a little bit facetious here. The single greatest new thing on Company of Heroes 3 is the overworld map. That is reminds me a bit of Total War. But so basically you move your troops around, you explore the map, you capture resource points in cities that give you like a dynamic campaign map, they say. I don't wanna say I didn't feel like anything dynamic because I just played through once, so I can't really tell if it's really a dynamic campaign map. What you also are going to do while you move through this environment is you make decisions. So you can either, let's say I'm capturing the port first and then I'll do the other thing, and that gets you in the good graces of one of your commanding officers. And the more you get in with them, the better abilities you unlock, like strike abilities and stuff like that. So that is very impressive, and I kind of like that. It gives like a little bit of character depth to the otherwise more stock standard soldiers that you're used to in the franchise. So that's kind of nice. I'm gonna say that. Other than that, I haven't encountered anything really new. So to wrap it all up, is Company of Heroes 3 a good game? Yes, it is still a very solid strategy game, and if you have like this RTS itch that you need to be scratched, then by all means go for it. Just don't expect like the best thing ever, because it's clearly not. And if I would cautiously recommend it on sale, like for 50% off, you might really get a really good game out of it and some enjoyable time, as there's also the multiplayer, which I didn't test because I'm not a multiplayer guy at all. I'm just interested in cool campaigns and cool tactics against AI, because that's just me. So that has been the impressions of Companies of Heroes 3 for the TSI. I've been the Orcosaurus. Thank you for watching. Check out our links in the descriptions below, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye bye!